Recently, the fuel prices have been going up, and this is a big problem because now it's costing us more to fill our cars and to fill our motor vehicles, and this is pulling money away from other things in life that we want to use. And in today's video, I want to give you 5 tips that I personally use that I think will be applicable to your life, that you can start implementing, that are quite easy. There will be something that you can actually implement that will save you quite a bit of money. I know the last one, if you guys stay tuned, will be quite beneficial with regards to how much money it will save you in the longer term of things. Okay, so let's get into the first one. And the first one is actually something that is quite easy to implement and that will benefit not just you, but other people around you. And it is carpooling. And the way this benefits you is when you drive together, 3 or 4 people, and you split the cost of the fuel. At the end of the month, if you know someone that is living close to you or they drive a certain route that passes through your house, you can perhaps say, okay, the first day of the week I'm going to come and pick you up, and the second day they pick you up. But the only negative I can say with this is if you want to work extra, or if you have something else to do, an appointment or something, then you might not be able to get transport to it. But this is a great way of saving money if you know that there are a few people that actually live close by and you guys work at the same space or you go to the same school or university. And the second one is, and this is important when looking at purchasing a car or making a decision about these things, is because you can either choose to get a vehicle that is heavy on fuel and that uses a lot of fuel to get around, or you can choose something that is more economical and something that doesn't use as much fuel. And even something like my girlfriend drives, it is a small Renault, I'm going to put it up here, and she usually spends just about 2 tanks, which is about 15 liters a tank, which is 30 liters. And these smaller vehicles are great because they give you a bit of a higher fuel to kilometer ratio. And to the third point is something that you can implement when you drive around and when you are going from meeting to meeting or you're going from class to class. It is actually watching your revs. And what I mean by this is the higher you rev your car or the faster you accelerate from stopping point, the more fuel you're going to use. By actually driving slower and by actually stopping slower, you will save a ton of money in the longer term. Obviously this is incremental, but it builds up and obviously compounds over the long-term effect. And to the fourth one, this is such an easy thing to do. It actually, in the winter, it's actually a good thing to turn off your aircon, and in the summer, it's a good thing to open your windows. You don't always need a heater or aircon in your car. I found personally with myself that when I drive my car, I usually put my aircon on 1 bar or 2 bars, and I don't usually actually feel it. But this uses fuel in the background. And another point that you can implement into your car is checking the tire pressure, because when your tire pressure is lower, you actually use more fuel. And I'm going to give you guys a bit of a bonus tip at the end of the video. So please stay tuned so you guys can see what that is. So now we get to the big point, which is actually quite massive. It can actually save you 25% of your fuel budget. Using certain benefits, rewards cards, and even some banks offer cashback rewards if you use their cards when filling up at certain filling stations. I'm just going to do a FNB example here. It says here that you can actually get up to 15% on your qualifying fuel or airtime, and they say here that it's actually for free. All of this gets transferred back into your account, and this is a great rewards program because when you fill up, you can just use this card and it will give you tons of benefits. It will decrease the amount of money you spend at the end of the year. For my American audience, I want to give you 2 places that you can go and check, or banks that you can go and check rewards cards. BPME Rewards, I'm going to put it up here, and Exxon Mobil Rewards. They are apparently one of the 2 best cards or rewards programs that you can use to get money back on your fuel. And to the last point that I wanted to give you guys, to actually sit down before you go somewhere and plan your route. Because I know that when you just go out for a drive, or when you go out and you don't know where to go, or you don't know what route to use, you end up driving further, either 10 or 15 kilometers further than you would have if you planned out your route. It helps a lot if you sit down beforehand, before you leave the house, to go on Google Maps and to type in your destination. And usually Google Maps will give you a destination which is either the fastest route or another route that might suit your needs. Thanks for watching, guys. It was a pleasure having you on my channel. If you want to, please subscribe. There's no peer pressure. It will mean a lot to me if you join the community. Give the video a like, comment down below, and until next time, guys,